Hello, friends, greetings, and a very happy new year to all of you. I hope this year is going to be a great year for all of us. So, as you know, that the air passenger who are going to travel in 2024 is going to be roughly 4.7 billion. So, to ease out the passenger pain, uh, especially on a long haul and ultra long haul flights, so I'm going to give you small inputs on how you can reduce your stress because for a long haul and ultra long haul flights, you are going to be sitting on a seat for a very long time in the aircraft. So I'm going to give you small inputs how you can reduce the stress while sitting on the seat. So for that you need to plan. You have to do some time management before you travel or before your travel date is there. So as you know, as you know that in current scenario we have ultra long haul flights, long haul flights. So long haul flights are roughly 8 hours flight, 8 hour plus, and ultra long haul flights are 15-hour plus. So this is a very stressful journey for passengers. So passenger as a passenger we need to chalk our plans so that we can reduce our stress for this long duration of time. So as you know, passengers, that currently we are having a very long haul flights like New York to Singapore is it takes a journey of 18 hours 50 minutes covering 9,530 miles, and Perth to London is a flight timing of 17 hours 45 minutes, more than 9,000 miles. And besides this, there are many airlines which are having these non-stop ultra long haul flights. So ultra long haul flight is because of the technology now we are able to move from one continent to other continent. And before that, we used to use the intermediary stations to reach our destination for a transcontinental flights. So now this technology has given us an advantage for a ultra long haul flights, and long haul flights were already there. So today my specific input for you is how you can reduce the stress is uh, inside the aircraft you have to sit for more than 15 hours or 16 hours for an ultra long haul flight. So I'm going to stress more on the ultra long haul flights because for the long haul flights is a manageable thing, and for ultra long haul you need to prepare yourself. So my first input to you for an ultra long haul flight is that whenever you have the airline ticket and airlines advise you by what time you should come for check-in. So generally for international airline it is more than d minus 4 hours or 5 hours before the departure of the flight you are supposed to reach for check-in. So, friends, this time is very important for you as because you are already going for a very long haul flight, ultra long haul flight. So you have to sit on a seat for a long hours. So it is suggestive, if you reach to the check-in counter, as per the airline SOPs, because if you reach too early to the airport, I mean to say that you don't need to be too early at the airport or neither too late. So you have to plan accordingly so that you reach the airport at a time when you are within the time framework of the concerned airline. So this will help you in getting your time reduced rather than getting your time extended. If you are supposed to reach d minus 3 hours or 4 hours, and if you reach d minus 7 hours and 8 hours, so it means you have to stay at the airport and your journey is going to be too longer. So try to avoid to have a too longer journey. So this was my number one point. So number 2 point is, after you check in, you still have roughly 3 hours, 2.5 hours, or 3 hours plus whatever the timings are there. So my contention is that for these 3 hours you're not going to stand for a long time. So, as you have to be sitting on the aircraft seat for more than 15 hours according to the timing. So, my input for you is that this time is very crucial. For example, if you are checking in, the departure, you have a 2 hours gap, or a 2.5 hour gap, or a 1 hour gap, or a 1.5 hour gap. So, this gapping is very important, And my contention is that during this gap, you should try to not to sit on a seat, because again you are going to sit on a seat for the more than 15 hours on a ultra long haul flight. So you should pass your time walking on the duty free shops, having some coffee or standing at the cafe. So my aim is that you should not be sitting for a too long before you enter the aircraft, because your body should keep on moving, the blood will keep on moving if you have a small stroll or a small walk. So this will really help you in reducing your stress while you are sitting on the seat. So this is number 2 point. Number 3 point is, all airlines advise you while you are boarding the aircraft according to the sequence, according to numbers. So my contention is again that you should not rush in for entering the aircraft. It is better, you when you wait for your turn, because this turn, the time gap will really help you in avoiding to sit too early on a seat. So there also at the boarding gate, you may take your time, you may stroll, you may take little walks, but you may not. You must avoid to sit on the seats, because if you avoid sitting on the seat, again it will give you a benefit. For sitting on a seat for a very long time inside the aircraft. So this was number 3 point. So number 4 point is, normally what happens, whenever you are traveling, sometimes you can't plan what to wear, what not to wear. My advice is that you should always wear comfortable clothes. Once you wear comfortable clothes, your journey is going to be very interesting, and you are not going to feel any pain or any tightness in your body. Your body is going to breathe well. So wearing a comfortable dress is very important, as the temperature inside the aircraft is roughly 22 to 24 degrees. So normally many people don't plan for this, they don't prepare for this. They plan according to the outside temperature, but inside temperature is very important, and you should wear clothes according to the temperature inside the aircraft, which is the room temperature from 22 degrees to 24 degrees. So uh, uh, because the air vents are going to give you cool air, and you are going to feel either cold or too warm based on your clothes. So the clothing is very important, so wear the comfortable clothes. Yeah. Number 5, since you are going to travel for a very long hours, so your body is going to, give indication that about the tiredness. So my advice to you is that you should wear compressed socks while traveling. If you wear compressed socks, it will apply pressure on your legs to maintain the blood flow. So blood flow is very important, and it will keep your body comfortable, and your journey will be stressless. Number 6, friends, we have observed many times when we enter the aircraft, and we must be having a very grueling time to reach the airport, different timing, odd timings, and city traffic. So we get quite exhausted, while reaching the airport. So once we board the aircraft, we will be feeling quite tired, and we want to take some rest, so that the tiredness which happened during the duration to reach the airport, to reach the boarding gate, and so many hassles up reaching to the aircraft. So immediately some people may like to take rest also, but on the aircraft, you have the overhead lights, and which may not be comfortable for you. So for that, I suggest that you should always carry a what you call eye mask. Once you carry a eye mask, it will avoid the direct light going into your eyes, so that you can feel stressless. So uh, it is advisable to wear a good mask to block the overhead lights. So this is point number 7. Now, point number 8 is, many times what happens, when we are trying to sleep, then the crew of the airline, they come out with a meal, because of their timings. They want to serve meal, but the issue is that when we are trying to take rest, they serve us the meal. So we should also plan, based on the, you may ask the crew what time you are going to serve the meal, because you should also know in advance what is the timing of the meal, so that accordingly you can plan your sleep, you can plan other things, so that when they are serving the meal you should not be sleeping. And if there's a case which you cannot avoid, then you need to request the crew that, because of the sleep and I want to take some rest, you can request for a, meals which can be served later on. But you need to follow the airline guidelines, and you need to be really smart. You don't need to confront with anybody. Try to follow the rules, follow SOPs, and plan your time management in a better way. So this is another point which is important. So now point number 8, very important point. In Whenever we are traveling, basically our aim is, if we are traveling for 15 hours or 16-hour flight, we have to spend a lot of time inside the aircraft. So there are many ways how we can spend time. One is the sleeping time. You can very well manage to sleep for 2 3 hours. You can very well manage to eat for maybe 1 hour or 1.5 hour or 2 hours, slowly. So basically our aim is to pass the time. So, sleeping, I've already told you. Now, meal time, I have already told you. Now, important point is the entertainment. So, entertainment is really important, and this is the longest thing which you can do inside the aircraft, because entertainment is endless. So, when we are whenever we are traveling, sometime what happens, the airlines entertainment system is not according to our choice. Maybe you are traveling on a different airline where the choices are based on their country's requirement, and sometimes you are traveling on certain airlines which may not have all languages, now, though English is a universal language, but maybe it is not according to your choice. So you always need to keep a good backup of entertainment. So if you have a good backup, you can carry good movies in your laptop. You can carry good movies on your mobile. You can keep some good movies on your tabs. So if you are able to spend good number of hours in entertainment, it is really going to reduce your flight timing, and it is really going to reduce your sitting on the seat stress. So friends, it is very important. Entertainment is a very important thing. Whenever I travel, I watch one or two movies. So once I watch one or two movies, it means good couple of hours have already passed, and you may try to hear good music. So entertainment is very important. So always keep a backup. Once you keep a backup, so then no worries, you are able to pass your time. In olden times, when people were traveling by air, they used to pass their time by speaking to co-passengers. But those days have gone now. You can't uh, talk to co-passengers much, because times have changed, and professionalism has increased. So people, want to use the time for their own sake. So people generally, keep to themselves, and this is how you can pass your time by watching the entertainment. So this will really help you. Number 9. So in the aircraft, friends, it is observed that there's a lot of dry air inside the aircraft. So you need to plan for this also. Maybe you are feeling some itching or dryness in your nose. So you need to always carry some moisturizers or lip balms or some sprays which are permissible by airline, so that you can reduce the dryness inside the aircraft. So that is dryness can be one of the issues which you need to take care by using the moisturizer or any other source to keep your stress travel stressless. So this dry air component is to be taken care also by you. Number 10, we have seen that, friends, we have seen that in the aircraft, we feel, a tendency to drink a lot of water, because water is very important, and inside the aircraft the dehydration does happen. So you need to ensure that you have good water inside the aircraft. So generally what happens, the airlines, they are going to provide you very small bottles of water, but as a backup you can keep one empty bottle with you which can contain more water, so that you don't need to keep asking for water again and again. So water, enough water will be a good advice, so that you don't feel thirsty, and your body is quite comfortable, and you are able to pass your 15 hours, 16 hours, 17 hours, whatever the duration of the time, so that the ultra long flight stress is de-stressed by you. So for that you need to plan. Airlines are not going to tell you how to pass your time on the seat. So you have to chalk out your own strategy, how to address this issue. So friends, now number 11, in the aircraft when you are trying to sleep, you may feel quite stressful with the pillows. The airline generally they provide you a pillow, but that pillow may be slightly harder, and maybe it is not according to your taste. So it is advisable, if you can buy a pillow at the airport itself. Those are the neck pillows are available. So if you can use those neck pillows, it is really going to help you to have a good sleep inside the aircraft. Or what you can do before you travel, you may use the neck pillow at home, and since you are acclimatized to this neck pillow, it will really ease out your worries of sleeping inside the aircraft. So sleep is very important. If you are able to sleep for 4 or 5 hours at least for a long duration of flight, so it will surely reduce the timing of reaching the airport. Sometimes people sleep for 4 or 5 hours, and they see, oh, suddenly the departure or the arrival time has come. So this will really help you in reducing your stress. Also, good sleep is going to reduce your stress. So friend, now number 12. Number 12 is that very often, since as I already told you, the temperature inside the aircraft is roughly 20 to 24 degrees centigrade, and most of the people, they don't have any blankets with them. The airlines do provide a blanket, but these blankets are normally small, so you cannot cover your body fully, and you cannot take a rest. So if you can afford to carry some extra thin blanket which will suffice your need to keep yourself warm, so this is also an advisable thing for a comfortable journey, so that you don't feel too cold. And you sometimes we see that people are shivering even with two blankets also. So it should not happen to you, and you should have a comfortable journey. So now, friends, the last point is number 13 point, is that although in a first class or a business class, there's no issue of moving your body easily, but in economy or super economy class, you may be having you can't easily move much. So it is advisable, if you preferably buy a aisle seat. So aisle seat is going to give you an extra space, and a good leg movement, and you can very well get up easily in comparison to the middle seat or in the window seat. So you can very well move your body. So it is preferable, though it may be slightly expensive, but if you can, so this is another way out of reducing your stress. The last point is point number 14. So when we are sitting on a seat for a very long time, the blood circulation is still tight, because we are not able to move. So you may go to washroom or the toilet once or twice. So that will also keep your body moving, and you may feel very comfortable. So, friend, these are the inputs. These are not any SOPs or any guidelines from anybody, but this is the internal, traveling experience, which will surely reduce your stress while you are traveling on a long haul or ultra long haul flights. So, basically, friends, our mission is to be comfortable, plan your journey well, because Airlines are going to tell you only the SOPs which you are supposed to follow once you reach the airport. So before that, how you will reduce your stress, how will you plan for your sitting on a seat? So that is your own decision. So it is advisable if you plan it and consider these inputs and which may help you. So that is all, friends. Thank you. Thank you so much.